John here with Power Clean Pro Services. I am working on a house that I'm really proud to say that I am working on. This was a house I showed up to a couple different times and they said no. I gave them an estimate for roof cleaning, gutter cleaning, siding cleaning, and concrete cleaning. She said she'll talk with her husband. She responded back that he said no. I drove by this house probably 10 more times. Every time I looked at it, I was like, man, this is such a gorgeous house. It really deserves the best treatment to be taken care of properly. I finally drove by one day and I saw the husband outside cutting the grass. I pulled over right away. I went out and talked to him and he was like, but I pushed and pushed and pushed and I convinced him that his property deserved it. Yeah, we're out here right now and we're about to clean it. I've got my son out here today. He's doing some of the pressure washing work. I'm gonna take care of the roof and the gutters. He's gonna handle a lot of the concrete and some of the retaining walls, or not really retaining walls. There's like a fence over here. Well, here, let me show you. There's like this fence right over here that he's going to do some pressure washing on. This home is absolutely gorgeous. I'm from the East Coast. I love a good brick home. I mean, look at this thing. A lot of the stuff we have here in Washington, to me, it looks like crap. This is a home. This is what I think a home should be. We get to clean it. I'm super excited.
So my son was looking to make a couple extra bucks, so he wanted to help me out with this. He's 17, he's in college, he's doing really good. I'm really proud of him. And I was happy to give him a little bit of work.
Okay, so we've given the roof enough time for all the moss to die. If you can see right here, the moss is turning yellowish white. That means that moss is dying, and now we can do a rinse. Normally we would just let that moss sit, but there's some parts of this roof that are pretty bad and the customer wants all the moss gone right away. So we're gonna deliver on that and we're gonna take care of them. Let's get started.
Staying out on the weekends, I really need something to do. I'm just trying to smile when all I can think of is you. Yeah, I'm just faking my way through the days to avoid that feeling I get when I'm lonely and I'm missing you. Wish you could tell me what I should do.
We were not able to get the job completely done yesterday. It was a lot of roof. It was a lot of little pieces. We finished up around 3 because we still had the entire driveway to do, and that driveway is going to take some time. I imagine that driveway is going to take 3 to 4 hours. Then I have to move really, really slowly with the surface cleaner in order to get it clean because that moss is thick and it's a lot to actually chew through. So I'm gonna get back out there today and I am going to get this job wrapped all the way up. I'm gonna get some great before and after shots and we're gonna get paid and it's gonna be a good day.
All right, I am back on the property. The concrete looks so much better. The roof up there looks so much better. And now I have to take care of the driveway. This is a lot. I've got all of this down here. I took care of this middle patch, and now I've got to take care of up there as well. So once I take care of this driveway and a few areas in the back over there, I'll be all done and I can get paid and we can get out of here. Let's get it started. The moss was so thick on this concrete that the surface cleaner was just not doing it. I don't know if it's the tips that I'm using. I use 2403, so it's 6 gallon a minute and 24 degree pattern. But the moss that we have here in the Northwest is just really, really aggressive. I tried to do a little hard there for the video, but it didn't really come out that good. I pre-treated the concrete, so the moss was all dead, and it started to come up with the wand, and I noticed that it was significantly easier. So that little heart actually worked out because I found out the moss was coming up with a turbo nozzle a lot easier than with the surface cleaner. So I switched to the turbo nozzle, and that made the moss come up a lot faster. Then I went over everything with the surface cleaner after I was all done, and the concrete came out looking great. All right, so we just left the customer's house. We got paid. I am so happy. I couldn't be more happier with how the project turned out. The house looked so much better. I did a drive-by on it, and because I drive by the property all the time, so I wanted to see what it looked like when I drove by, and it looked so much better. More importantly, the customer, so the woman who had turned me down time and time again, like I said I stopped by there a couple times, and every time the gentleman wasn't home, it was her boyfriend that owned the house. He hadn't been home, and she kept on saying, you got to talk to him. He said no, and the time that I finally stopped by and I saw him in the yard, older gentleman, it was an older couple. I stopped by the yard, and there he was, and I said, I got to talk to you about this. And he was like, no, I don't know. And I talked him into it, and they said yes. And I'm so happy. Well, I'm so happy at their response. After I got all the cleaning done, she said, I'm so happy that you convinced us to have our house cleaned. And that makes me the happiest, because I'm a huge believer that people don't always know exactly what they want. The brain wants to use as least amount of calories as possible. It wants to just say no. It wants to stay on the path. Doesn't want to make a mistake, and so we say no all the time. We say no. We don't take a chance on things. But if you know you can deliver a good product, and you know that you're good at what you do, and you know you can deliver great results and make customers happy, it's okay to push, and it's okay to advocate on the customer's behalf. It wasn't for a shortage of money. It wasn't for the lack of need of cleaning the product or cleaning the surface. Their property needed to be cleaned, and they had the money to do it. They weren't confident that I or
I was the right guy or that they could make the right decisions for the right guy. They hadn't gone through the steps that would make them comfortable. So I, as the salesperson, had to push and advocate for myself, and I landed the job. And she told me, I'm so happy you stopped by so many times. I'm so happy with the results. This looks great. I couldn't be happier. And she's having me do her son's house. So this job turned into another job. It's going to turn into another job. She's somebody who's active in her community. So this is going to be even more and more jobs. That's how you develop a 5-star review. That's how you get repeat business. And that's how you grow a pressure washing business. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.